Hey there, YouTubers. All right, so trying out this new fan I got from CPU fan I got from Intel. It's a rather large one. Sounds terrible though, like a jet engine when it fires up to cool off the CPU. So I've got i5 9600K in here, no overclocking going on. Let's go ahead and hit the benchmark, and you may be able to hear this on the microphone on my headset. I'm going to move a little closer so you can, hopefully. All right, so the things I'm curious about was thermal throttling. Did it happen? No. Power limit throttling? No. Now, I have not bothered to see. Yeah, so I've used this drive in a lot of different computers, including the i7 10700, 10700K. I actually had power limit set to unlimited. Now, that is interesting, folks. So we're going to go ahead and overclock this, just the cores, all the way to 46 multiplier. And I'm going to run that benchmark again and see. I think we had 1815 for a score. And the max temperature, well, it showed what the highest CPU was. It's close to this 72 value. Let's run it again. We should have an even higher temp. So I think the amount of power has increased. Temperature went up 5 degrees. So this is, 81 degrees highest CPU temperature. So it is not likely that this will work so great for overclocking the CPU. Now normally you would slowly adjust this stuff. I'm going all in, folks. Don't follow the way I'm doing this. So we're probably going to hit thermal throttling this time. And I'm going to let it cool off, get down to the low 30s again. Now one thing that is surprising, that this thing with this CPU cooler and the i5 9600K in here, that it could actually cool it down to 30 degrees Celsius. $32, getting close. If we get one more degree, I'll be happy. And doesn't look like it wants to go any cooler, so it's flatlined. Let's run it again. Now if it crashes, then it's either thermal throttling issue. I don't think we're going to have a problem with power limit throttling. Though this CPU, or this motherboard, does not have the 1x8 and the 1x4. But as long as we don't get anywhere near 200 watts, it's probably going to be all right. So I'm thinking at 85. Our benchmark score has gone up 2 times in a row now. Now, did we thermal throttle? We did not. That's interesting. You know, I think you can read that Intel says somewhere around 100 degrees Celsius this comes on. There was one computer I had that it was either high 80s or low 90s that it came on. So I'm curious when it's going to come on here. Now you see our max processor frequency, 4.71. So it actually got up there pretty good. Now I do have a bunch of Noctua coolers, so I may do this again, assuming I don't ruin my CPU here. So 135, 129 there. And it is, wow, down to 30. All right, what should we do next, folks? Should we keep pushing it? I'm not sure what the what value is going to become a problem. Now, normally I would mess with the V-core, excuse me, the core voltage here. We're just doing the multipliers, as well as I would adjust the processor cache. All right, let's do this again. Looks like it's about ready to go. $1,900 that last round. 80, I think it was 1900, 85 degrees Celsius, 4.71 max, and this time it hit 4.81 already. So we should see a new benchmark score, because I haven't seen thermal throttling show as yes. We're still good on the power limits. And score. So score went down 5 degrees. Did we thermal throttle? No, we did not. Interesting here how this scored out. I heard that, you know, the fan really working hard here at the end, so potentially whatever happened was right at the end that didn't enable that to go up. So back we go again. Now on this one, I'm just going to hit these first 2 cores. I don't think this can handle a 49 multiplier without a better CPU cooler. All right. Oh, it was at 33. Let's go back up. There we go. Fire in the hole. It was interesting looking at these curves as it graphs the data. This one sounds like it's going to be worse. Back to 1900. No thermal throttling. No power limit throttling. We did not get any higher though. So that's going to do it, folks, for this video. I just wanted to, see how this fan could do, and it's surprisingly has held up a bit. And this temp is actually a little lower. It has managed to hold up to some light overclocking with the i5 9600K. So now it's time to play some video game. And that's where I'm headed. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.